What should we kick off with? Let's see. Maybe some... Do we need some donuts? Pie? What are we feeling like? Yeah, I don't... It's annoying. I would like some pie. I'm getting excited for my... oh, of course. For mine and my partner's dating anniversary on Friday, and we're gonna get cheesecake, and I'm so excited. So I'm gonna give us some pie. Let me close my music because it will be a problem. Yay, pie.
How about a nice big piece of cherry pie?
A cherry pie?
Best in the Tri-Counties. Would you like some pie?
Massive quantities and a glass of water, sweetheart. My socks are on fire.
This must be where pies go when they die.
How was the pie?
Compelling.
Hot damn, that pie's good.
This cherry pie is a miracle.
2 more pieces of this incredible pie.
Yeah, I've never heard pie described as compelling, but I guess it could be if it's like a weird flavor combination, you know? Maybe. It's interesting when I was reading the lore books, and David, you know this because you've also been to the town. So the diner, you can go to the diner. We didn't go to the diner because it was too crowded. But, you know, you go to the diner, you think, oh, I'll probably order the pie there because that's what you do. Like, duh. But actually, in the show, they got the pies from the place next door. And that's actually been, like, canonized in the lore now. So, like, in the book, as I was reading it in the dossier, it says that Norma, who owns the diner, if you know, that she bought the bakery next door so that they would make the pies there. So it's actually been, like, it's in the canon now, which I thought was interesting. But anyway. I love my Twin Peaks lore. I love it so much. Hi, Train. Welcome in, friend. How are you doing? And so shout out to Train. Ta-da. Ooh, that Jump King looks so hard. Like I said last time I was in your stream, I would be very angry at it. How are you liking it? I would be like, here we go, I'm trying this on stream. A few moments later. No, thank you. I get so mad. I don't want to subject people to my anger. That's not what I'm here for. I do have a cute emote, though, that would represent how I would feel about it. Cute new emote. One of my emotes is still in emote jail. I don't know why. Don't know why it's in jail. I also don't know why the game is not opening. It's Wednesday. We made it halfway through the week. And I'm off on Friday. So tomorrow is my Friday. And I can't wait. I'm very excited. Yeah. Shortcake, we also have a scared one now. And then I'm waiting on another one, but it's pending. And it's nothing weird. It doesn't have any butts on it or anything. It's just a little gravestone. I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure out why stuff's not opening real quick. Maybe, well, of course, I closed the music. Tomorrow is Thursday. Oh no. Are you scared of tomorrow being Thursday? Or are you happy that it's Thursday? I, for one, am happy about it. Okay, I ended that one. Can we chill? Can we open the game now? Perhaps? There we go. I was like, what was that sound? It was the game. Yeah. What else? Nothing really much going on in my world. This week is going by fast. Yeah. Last week I feel like dragged on. And this week I'm like, whoa, we're already here. We're doing it. Looking at myself, I'm like, that, we watch a lot of news bloopers in my house. I don't know about y'all, but we watch news bloopers, and one of them is there's this news lady, and she sees herself on the camera, and she's like, I'm so pale. And I'm like, wow, I need to go outside. But it's been winter. You know? It's been winter. It's wet and cold and rainy. I don't want to go outside. Now I'm starting to want to go outside, though, because flowers are popping up. It's getting a little warmer. And spring where I live is gorgeous. So I'm so excited. But then I don't want it to be summer. I'm not a fan of summer. Let's hide our little heart again. Goodbye, heart. Oh, the caption said I said Hydra. And that reminds me that I beat the Bone Hydra in Hades. I didn't do it on screen. On Steam. On stream. Wow. Which I was kind of sad about. I was like, oh, man, that was so good. I'm so happy that I did it, but I didn't do it on stream. But I hadn't played Hades in months. I realized I had the wrong window for the game. Hopefully now. Maybe. Hello? Okay. Okay. We did it. We're gonna continue. Yeah, we've got a little interlude to do and then Act 3. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm really wondering if... What's our character's name? It's like... Reminds me of like an old author's name. Carson, Corden, something like that. I don't remember. I wonder if he's gonna be okay after his sort of doctor's visit. Let's see. Thanks everyone for joining me tonight. I hope that you're having a good day. Does anyone have any fun weekend plans? Oh, this is new. Looking around. Looking up. There's a TV. Hard Times Served. It's a big, like, TV light. What? Something late morning? Scene, late morning. A roadside tavern in central Kentucky. The tavern is called The Lower Depths. Its clientele is working class. It is open morning through late night. The walls are wood paneling. The floor is linoleum tile. The Lower Depths is rarely busy, but it is never empty. Too goddamn hot. It's cool in here. Yep. Like Babylon outside. God damn, you're right. Well, cool in here. It's an oasis. Wonder how Ted's holding up. AC. Down there, they all have it. Sure, you're right. I've never been to Texas. Oh, sure. They all have AC. Too cold almost. In July, even. He's got a hotel. Yeah, hotel life. That's living. Maybe too much. I mean, what's to stop him, really? Meet some tall thing at the hotel bar? Nah. Ted's a good man. Nah, I know. He wouldn't run around. You're right. How about a beer? No beers today. Hard Times whiskey. That's all you got? It's a good whiskey. Local. Yeah. Take deliveries from them? Sure. You ever see one of them? The boys from Hard Times? What? I heard they're strange. They work hard. They make a good whiskey. Who are we to judge? Sure. Who are we? No one of consequence. What's all this bread for? Sandwiches. Rain's Law. Huh. The old ones went bad while you were on vacation? You have a good time? While the sandwiches were rotted? Oh, you know me. Couldn't shut it off. 7 days on a beach and all I could think about was work. You know, the new kitchen. Maybe hire a hostess, you know? A hostess? At the lower depths? Crazy. Nah. It's not so crazy. I was in a bar down there in New Orleans. They had a hostess, some dive. She seats you and I don't know, points out the specials. Gotta have specials every night in here. Drink specials. You make cocktails? Nah. Food specials. Monday night. Chicken, I don't know, grilled chicken? Caesar salad? Class it up, you know? Bess would have liked it. Here's to Bess. Yeah. Let me grab a... Here's to Bess. Good Christian woman. Good Christian woman. How about that sot in the corner? Not bothering nobody. Been here long? Soon as I opened. Got started a bit earlier, I suspect. On a bender, huh? Sleeping in a ditch or something? You don't think? Maybe Ted? Nah. Ted's a good man. Honest, well liked. He's liked, but he's well liked. Sales is a good fit. Selling hammers. Can you believe it? Somebody has to. The hammers. They don't sell themselves. Here. It's just hard. Ted on the road. It's tough all over. What to do all day? Come here, I guess. Sure. That's what I do. Cheap drinks. Conversation. And the entertainment. Sure. What's tonight? Oh, tonight it's... Oh, Junebug. I'll stay for that. I need some music, get my mind off Ted. Something romantic, you know? Love song from when the world was young. What time? Around 8, maybe. We'll set him up slow. Or I'll sleep right through it. Oh. Is that a jukebox? Ooh. Turn it all the way around. Oh, it's an audience. Whoa. Set designer's notes. Doolittle must have been an odd bird. Many playwrights, Tennessee Williams or Eugene O'Neill, spend as much energy on precise descriptions of the play set as they do on any of the dialogue. So my job is finding ways to be creative within constraint. But Doolittle only describes settings poetically. To be honest, I think he preferred there wasn't a set at all. Well, here I am building one anyway. Serves him right for disappearing. All those years ago, the enigmatic wino. I don't mind a drunk, but I hate riddles. Lula Chamberlain. Wakefield stuns in entertainment. The premiere at Buffalo Street Student Theater was a curiosity. 2 obscure plays by a local author were simultaneously presented for the pleasure of a handful of baffled patrons. The result? An absorbing, if unfocused, drama about the ills of debt and dishonesty. Certainly the highlight is Sarah Wakefield's performance as Pearl Slade, the young woman who tries to rid herself of her parents' debts. She is a revelation. Sadly, her verve and imagination do little to salvage the tepid pantomime of the barfly, a character who perhaps could have done with a few lines after all. Levi Tolbert, Kentucky Post. It's the audience. Who's that? Why are they standing? Oh. TV. Put it back on that. That weird dinosaur show, will ya? Nah, those history programs don't make any sense. I prefer the nature programs. They think they can just say anything on TV. I don't believe there to be a damn word in the Bible about dinosaurs on the ark. Been a long time since Sunday school for me. Do you go to church though? Nah, not since Bess. It was her church, really. Good Christian woman. Good Christian woman. Well, I'm curious to see where they're going with it. They've got you now. I just think they're gonna run out of rope before long. Dinosaurs on the ark? I prefer the nature programs. Yeah. So your vacation was good? 7 days poolside. I thought you said it was a beach. Oh, sure. No, it was a pool. Was it a pool? Or a beach? Maybe. I don't remember. Weird. You think I'm making this up? No, Hi, Harry. Are the old folks here? Just me and Evelyn. All morning. Hi, Evelyn. And that's up in the corner. You're early, Pearl. Your parents usually don't roll in until the evening, 5 or 6. Everything all right? Oh, sure, thanks. We just have some stuff to talk about. Well, post up here. And let's watch this weird dinosaur show. And I'll stand you a drink. All Harry is pouring today is Hard Times whiskey. That all you got? They make a good whiskey. Sure, but you know, the rumors. Rumors are rumors. Put it on my tab, Harry. You driving, Pearl? Oh God, no. You know they want almost 40 cents a gallon? Imagine. I had the early shift. So I just walked over. In this heat? You still working over there at Ace Jewelry and Loan? Joe Harden proudly trading shortcuts for dignity 6 days a week since 1962. At least they have the piety to shut down on Sunday. With Joe, it's more likely a hangover. Can it be both? Well, I know you see more trade than I do. Must be slow over at the hardware store. Slow isn't the word. And now Ted is out, shilling for quality hammers to make up income. Have you considered quality hammers on your shelf? We made the switch recently and business has tripled. Well, of course, I'd love to have dinner with your lovely daughters. Oh no. Evelyn. Hey, a man gets lonely out on the road. I know how it is. Nah. Harry, you've been traveling, right? Sure, yeah. Down in New Orleans, just taking a break. A vacation. Looking around for ideas. Tell her about the pool or the beach. Evelyn. Sounds nice. And the hostess. I may just cut you off. So, the pool or the beach? Yeah, Harry. Which was it? Well, it was a week of relaxation, and now I'm back. You still look stressed, if you don't mind me saying. He just looks like that. Sure, that's just how I look. I've never known you to leave town, Harry. I've never known you to leave this bar. Oh no, I get out. You still drive that old truck? I don't know. I think they towed it eventually. The hell you say? That must have been years ago, Harry. How do you get around now? I I take the bus, or I walk. You walk to New Orleans? Watch it, Evelyn. I didn't mean nothing by it, Harry. Harry, did you really go to New Orleans? Now, just where do you two get off? Sorry, forget it. Sure, she didn't mean nothing by it. We'll lay off you and get back to drinking. Gotta be ready for the entertainment. Oh, who's on tonight? Tonight it's Junebug. Works for me. Around 8, I think. I'll stick around. I could use some sad music. I came here to break some hearts. What's that? To dash dreams. What are you talking about? Gotta talk to my parents about their bar tab. I won't be paying for them anymore. Hang on now. No, it's time to cut the old folks loose and head west. I can't keep enabling them. You know? A debt's a debt now. Harry, I'm sorry. I know you've got a vested interest, and I don't want to make a victim of you. They'll come up with it somehow. I'm sure. No, it's not that. The thing about debts is you never know when they'll be reckoned and called in. What's that mean? I'm not saying anything, but I know debt, Harry. I see it all day. It's all around me. I like a thick gray fog. It's in the air I breathe. At the pawn shop, they have a new financial technology. I'm the ambassador, did you know that? A new technology. It's a new kind of debt, Evelyn. And it's a mess. What do you mean? A new kind of debt? You know what we do at the pawn shop? Secured loans. We don't buy used goods. We take personal property as collateral on a loan. Then if you don't pay your loan, we sell your stuff. Sure, I get that. It works for people who couldn't get loans otherwise, I guess. Now, Hardin has this new idea. He calls it a payday advance. Ooh. But it's just a short-term, unsecured loan with a wicked interest rate. There's no filtering. Most who borrow can't keep up. And then he has this big pile of debts with big returns on paper. And he can sell those debts to a bank. Huh. Who's borrowing like that? Who do you think? When Joe put me in charge of it. The only dark-skinned clerk in the whole shop. You think so? I know it. Don't you see, I look just like you. You can trust me. Oh. But Joe knows they won't pay on time. There's no money in lending, but there's money in usury. That's in the Bible. I won't be his shill. I just have to save a bit more, and then I'll go to California. I'll be a real clerk. At a credit union or something. Something ethical. I just have to get rid of these old parasites first. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. Well, my tab is in good shape, I think. You're behind too. Not as bad as the Slades, but... Well, Harry, the only thing I owe you is a handshake and this whiskey you're about to pour me. Let's say this one's on me, Pearl. Nah, I'm good for it. For today, let's just say it's on me. You're awfully strict about cash for a guy who just got back from vacation. Drink up, Evelyn. Maybe you'd better find some other chair to sink into so your debts don't get reckoned out from under you. I'm out for a bit. I'll be back later to disappoint a couple of old deadbeats. I'll stay for the entertainment. I won't throw you out. Just remember what I said. management material. That's what he said. Is that so? 11 years behind. A supermarket till. You're damn right. Damn right. Look at this sandwich. Is that a freaking cinder block in 2 slices of bread? That's what he said, management material. I bet they raise you to $3. I bet 4. The responsibility. Whew. See Pearl today? She was working all day, I think. Usually doesn't work mornings. Slade women are all getting promoted. I think they just put her on another shift. What's the morning shift like at a pawn shop, do you think? Black coffee and desperation. Let's celebrate. Harry, another round. We're celebrating 2 promotions in the family. Talked to Pearl today? She worked all day. She was here earlier. Looking for you two. She'll be back. Why don't you just pace yourselves till you talk to her? We're celebrating. Pace yourselves. Or pay your bill. Why are you so stuck on a bill all of a sudden? Are you sunstruck? Sure, you know, it's twice as bright when you got the ocean and the pool both reflecting at you. Evelyn. You catch sight of any alligators? Sure, it was gators. Everywhere, a swamp. A big sandy swamp. With a pool and a hostess. What's that? Set him up, Harry. Junebug will be here any minute, and we want to be receptive. All right. But I keep track. There'll be a reckoning. You folks hear about the reckoning? First I've heard. What's up, Harry? Short on your bills? Let the books get away from you? That's an ignorant thing to say. Been doing my books for 10 years. Keeping this place alive all on my own. Ever since Bess. I ought to just let you run that tab up until you drink yourselves underground. Now, he didn't mean nothing by it, Harry. Yeah, Harry. You know I'm only joking. Sure, I know. I know you're joking. Alright, let's drink. I better slow down. Hard Times whiskey comes on strong. Don't want to end up like that boiled owl in the corner. I can't tell anymore. I hear they have some secret ingredients. Or a secret process or something. Something in the wood they age it in. Yeah, something strange in that wood. Drink up, Larry. Don't call me Larry. Sounds like an old man. Alright, Silver Fox. Now I'll let it slide. Another? Well, I don't get paid until Friday, and I haven't seen Pearl all day. She can pick it up when she comes back. Don't count on it. The hell kind of thing to say is that? Our own daughter. Generosities have limits. I don't know what she said, but the Slades are good for it. This family takes care of our own. Sure, we'll get it straightened out when she comes back. Better get here soon or she'll miss the entertainment. Shouldn't Junebug be here now, Harry? Yep. That's what you get working with artists. Good entertainment, but it's always late. That's me. This is pretty late, though. We'll stick around. We're celebrating. Sure. Yeah, not expecting a late night sentimental call, and if he does, let it ring. The philanderer. Last drink, Evelyn? One more, Harry. I just want to hear some good music. Well, she'd better show up soon. Entertainment bores at times. The conclusion of the entertainment is obscure modernism posing as tragedy. We can only presume that this is another of this company's experimental interventions into the original script, as it betrays the human drama so carefully erected over the prior 3 scenes. Lula Chamberlain's set is unpretentious and realistic, with a handful of confident lighting cues. The dialogue has an easy facility for barroom banter, but disconcerting habit of settling into familiar grooves. An uneven but decent production. Nathan Masters, Lexington Herald. Writer's notes. Many in the audience consider leaving. If anyone leaves, let them leave. The theater is not a prison. If anyone coughs, cough also. The theater is not a sickbed. We minister to the audience. We revere the pains of the audience. Lem Doolittle. Act 3 sound cues. Sound 13, Distant Highway. Jukebox love song. Disconcerting hum. I love this song. I've never heard it. It's a love song. It's a Valentine. Sure. Ever been in love? Nope. Me neither. Well, there's Ted. Son of a bitch. Evelyn. You love Ted, right? He's a son of a bitch. Out on the road, selling hammers and hammering shop girls. You know he isn't. Well, I wish he would. You don't mean that. Sure. I don't mean that. He's a son of a bitch. But you have to stick by your family. Sometimes. If it kills you. Do you? Why? You just have to. Why? I love this song. What if they're better off without us? My folks could get better with money. Ted could, I don't know, meet someone new? He wouldn't. He's a good man. Would you? All I want is to be free of parasites. Keep my own money, pay my own debts. Don't be a fool. Buy me a drink. What do you want? I want to run a hardware store with my dear husband, Evelyn. I want a whiskey. That's all you want? And a love song. She could have said, sure. Pearl, you could have said something. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to say anything, Dad. Letting us just sit and soak up a debt. We're celebrating. Pearl, it's supposed to be a celebration. Don't you know the news? Larry, drop it. So celebrate. I'm not stopping you. But I'm not paying for it. Your mother's going to be a manager. So put a manager's salary on that tab. It's not... Sure, they said she's management material. What kind of material are you, Pearl? Maybe He said maybe. I'm made of sweat and blood and beer, just like you raised me. That's a damn strange thing to say. Sure, my hands are cut up, but you're a loan clerk and your mother is a manager at a supermarket. Damn it, Lawrence. It's not settled. Not settled? O'Neill just handed you a promotion? Why can't you celebrate? Rosa, what did he say to you? Remember what he said to you? He said... Didn't he? He said... Maybe eventually. Maybe eventually? Maybe eventually, managed material, keep your chin up. Maybe eventually. Sooner or later, keep your chin up. How's that, Dad? Enough. You can still settle. It'll just take longer. I should look again. Just sit with me, Larry. Let's just wait for the music. Get away from the awfulness. Sure. We can celebrate. Sure. The Slade women are moving up. Eventually. She's this late. She's not coming. Where's Junebug? Where's the entertainment? I said, if she's this late. She always shows up. I've got nothing better to do. You gonna settle up first? Don't be a fool. Watch it. I'll buy you a drink. How about a water, Evelyn, and maybe you call it a night? What time is it? I love this song. It's relaxing. Like the sun by the pool. On a beach full of gators. God damn it, Evelyn. Harry, your language. What would Bess think? Good Christian woman. God damn it, who cares if I did or didn't go to New Orleans? She didn't mean anything by it. Maybe I just sat here, alone in the dark. Would you like that, Evelyn? That what you want to hear? Watching nature programs in the dark. Just me and the deer, and the gators, and the goddamn dinosaurs. It was Harry's Ark, Evelyn, 2 by 2, out of the flood and into the poorhouse. She's just drunk. All on my dime. Well, there's gonna be a reckoning. All of you. Just you stick around, you'll see. What are you talking about, Harry? What reckoning? I want to hear another love song. Where's Junebug? I hope she never shows up. I can't pay her. The money's run out. What's that? It's gone. Money's all gone. I let you sponges soak up so many free drinks now I can't even stock the whiskey without striking a deal. No more whiskey? Harry, what kind of deal? It doesn't matter. Can't blame us. Harry, we're just a little short from time to time. Sure. Just leave, Pearl. Just trust me. Okay. I'm leaving. Are you sure? I'm sure. You don't deserve this. All I want is a love song and a whiskey. You'll have plenty of time for whiskey. I just want to be left alone. That man is like a straitjacket. I know, Evelyn. If only he'd meet some tall young thing on the road. I know. 11 years behind a supermarket till. Keep your chin up, Rosa. Eventually. Maybe eventually. Now you should all clear out. Where'd we go? Just let us wait. Let us wait for Junebug. We're good for it. We just want to have a few drinks. See the entertainment, then we'll go home. You don't understand. Sure. We know you're struggling. We're all struggling. Harry, you said you have a deal, right? God damn it. You don't understand me. Harry, your language. What's to understand? We'll settle our debt soon. Rose is in line for this promotion. All they want is debt. They feed on it. They put it in the whiskey. What? What the hell are you saying? He'll be here soon. The boy from Hard Times. There'll be a reckoning. Harry, our debt's not to the distillery. It is now. I traded it. I sold it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What the hell? Wow, that's a lot. I'm gonna need to think about that one for a while. How's everyone doing? That was something. All right. Act 3. Oh, the glitching's still happening. You know what? I'm gonna try to fix that real quick. I'm gonna exit the game because there's a way to fix it in Steam. Real quick, let me remind myself of that. Because there was some glitching happening, some visual glitches. There's a way to fix it in Steam. Okay, let's try this fix real fast. Go to Steam. Right click. Properties. Launch options. It's not letting me do it. I don't see like an OK button. Updates. Alright, well, let's try that again. Interesting. Not that. Let's try that. There was a different option. Let me close some things. See, that was interesting. I don't know if that will fix it, but we'll try that and see if it works. Now it's just not opening. If it continues to happen, I'll just, it didn't seem to be too bad on y'all's end from what I could see. But it was a tad annoying. Come on, game. You can do it. Let's do task manager again. How is everyone's evening going? I just want it to work. I should have just gone with it. Oh well. Now it just won't open. Oh, there we go. Oh no. Let's try this again. Hi Tim, thanks for the lurk. Troubleshooting a game issue. Seems like maybe we fixed it. Maybe. Oh, I wonder how many berries I have today. 135. Not bad. Not bad. Could be better. Could be worse. Hi, Erin. How are you? Oh. Shout out to Erin. Amazing friend and streamer. Oh, why is it not? Hello. So, of course. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm a little sleepy. Okay, good. It wasn't showing up, but now it is. Yeah, I'm a little sleepy, but I'm a-okay. Alright, we're starting chapter 3. Or act 3, I guess. Oh. Whoop. 83 and sunny now. Looks like it's gonna get to about 101 by late afternoon in Louisville and 103 in E-Town. Not a cloud in sight, so get out those parasols. Haha. Major accident just ahead of the Bardstown exit, so if you're headed to work on 31, you are late, my friend. Sugar? Just a little. I forgot how you take your coffee. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well. Those old horses of Ira's used to keep me up. You thought they were having bad dreams, I remember. Ira wouldn't hear it. They're just horses. Those horses were troubled. Alethea chewed up the wood in the stalls. That's right. Charlie loved those horses. He'd sit on the roof and read his textbooks and watch them. He was so careful here. Or our roof was just in better shape than the one he fell from. I always told him to test each tile with a heel first. If it's a heel, you can kick it back and still put your toe on something solid when the tile slips. I remember your lessons. He just wanted to study his... what was it? Aviation. That's it. How could I forget? He didn't listen. Well, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't anyone's fault, Conway. That's our name. That's what we mean when we say it's an accident. Sure. Well, we have a mail order delivery today. Might be a long drive. I hope the truck can hold up. That truck will outlive us all. I hope you're right. I'm glad you'll keep it. Ira would have wanted you to have it. It's been running since Charlie was born. Ira took me to the hospital in that truck. So did you once. Your knee. My new knee. Plastic. It'll be like a souvenir. So, long drive? They said they couldn't come in person. Maybe just a shut-in. I don't recognize the address. The order's all... I'm sure we can fill it. Guess that'll be the last. I guess it will be. The last act of Lizette's Antiques. The... oh, what's the word? Finale. Maybe. No, that's not the word. I just need to think a bit. More coffee or something? Or I've had too much. It'll come to you. Maybe. I'm not sure anymore. Seems inevitable there will start to be words that I lose forever. What are those boxes you set in the hallway? Those are Charlie's old books. Oh, I thought you might like to look at them. I'll take them with me, thank you. Cora should be here soon. Will you wait with me? Sure, Liz. I'll wait with you. There's your traffic and weather on the 5s. That's every 10 minutes. Brought to you by the Consolidated Power Company. Stick around for Old Kentucky Home with Kate, helping you turn your humble home into a mansion after this. I don't have that kind of power. Sorry, Radio Man. My house is small and a mess. This game is so vibey. That's only if you make a late payment on a follow-up visit. I think everything went well enough here they'll only want to bill for... Oh, he's awake. How do you feel, old man? All fixed up? Truman says you might be a bit misty coming out of it, so... I was dreaming. That's unlikely. Neripinol TM is quite powerful. In fact, many patients report a sensation of lost time. Do you feel like you've lost time? I guess so. It's been about 2 hours. What have you been doing? We watched TV for a while, then Dr. Truman showed me some of the terms of this bill. It's kind of... You'll want to look over it yourself, I think. How about that leg? How's your leg feeling? Yeah, that's the important part. Well... This, Oh... It was the heat. The shingles were cracked in the sun and one of them slipped under his feet. Shingles? What are you talking about? Who slipped? Your thoughts and feelings are probably still a little nebulous from the Neripinol TM. That's totally normal. It'll pass. I wouldn't recommend driving, at least for another hour or two, regardless. Let's talk about a few things you should be aware of. Recovery, rehabilitation, and side effects. I should have plenty of resting time coming up soon. Good for you. Vacation or more like unemployment? Shannon casts a reassuring glance in Conway's direction. Well, at your age, I want to be clear, you should expect lingering effects of the injury for more or less the rest of your life. Don't immerse it fully in water. Avoid extremes of temperature. I'd stay away from dusty roads and mountain lions as much as possible. Mountain lions? Good advice in any context. Fair. Best thing you can do is keep it clean and free of debris. What do I clean it with? Only clean your leg with a soft cloth, moistened with water or isopropyl alcohol. You'll definitely want to avoid abrasive agents like detergents or other solvents. So, do you have any questions? Anything about the bill that didn't make sense? I don't mean to rush you, but I have an early fishing trip. Tell them about the payment plan in the bill. Ah, yeah, that's one of the atypical clauses. I don't really have control over the bill. Now that the Consolidated Power Company bought my employer, they handle everything. So it all runs through your electricity bill now. You can pay it back in full on your next billing cycle, or you can get on an energy credit payment plan. You'd have to call Consolidated for more detail about that. I don't really understand how it works. Something about generating electricity to send back to the grid. Oh, one more thing. Don't be alarmed if you experience any side effects with the Neripnol TM. Typically we see daydreaming, deja vu, pensiveness, fugue states, irregular perception of time. About 15% of patients report a generalized sensation of lateness. Nothing to be alarmed about. Just keep it in mind. Thanks for your help. Julian's outside. We can head back to your truck. I hate this. What the heck? I don't like it. Museum of Dwellings. We're back there. Whoa, I'm fast now. Guess the rain stopped. Get some rest back there? I don't feel much rested myself. We'll get a break, maybe tomorrow, huh? How are the drugs treating you? Streetlights seem a bit brighter. Oh, like trails and tracers? Something like that. My mom used to get that. She had migraines. My folks had a peculiar relationship with medicine. We almost never had a real doctor or health insurance or anything like that. Our immigration stuff was a mess for most of my childhood, so we only qualified for state programs in small patches before something or other would get contested, and we learned to just pile on dentist appointments and stuff in those short windows. If a cut got infected or her migraines were too much to handle, Mom would talk to so-and-so who knew so-and-so, usually another minor, and end up with some pills. And instead of medical advice, every pill came with that gossipy anecdotal warnings and superstitions, like all this lore that came with it. Like magic, dangerous, mysterious. Weaver's folks couldn't help? Yeah, they had pretty good health care through the university for a while there. A couple times they'd swing something, so I got a bit of whatever Weaver needed. In high school, Weaver got these pills to help her focus. She was so smart, but always going off in different directions. Mind racing, like 5 conversations going on in her head at once. And you're lucky if even one of them was with someone in the room, you know? She had these pills and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school too. Failing my history class, she offered to share the pills. Did it help? At first, yeah, it helped a lot. I had a kind presence and clarity of purpose that I never really had. A kind of presence and clarity of purpose that I've never really had otherwise. I didn't want to stop taking them. One day I was sitting on my bed. My notebook was open next to me on top of a textbook, and I was holding my pen in my hand. I remember this moment from several years before. It came so suddenly with such precision I couldn't put it out of my mind. I felt I had to stay with it until I'd recalled the whole thing perfectly. It was just a tiny nothing moment. My mom patching up the side of a birdcage, winding some spare wire around the frame to reinforce it. I was fixated on that image and that sound, the cage kind of bending and twanging as she worked on it, rapping and nodding, scraping copper against paint like bowing a rubber violin with a railroad tie. My parents came back from a triple shift and found me still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pen in my hand, delirious with thirst, patching that birdcage with a 1,000-yard stare. Dang. Not gonna talk to the kid? I guess the eagle must have flown us back. The eagle flew us to the forest where the doctor was. Yeah, I guess we'll drive back. So, what's the plan here? What should we do? Head back to 0, I guess. Try to get in touch with that clerk. I could use a bite to eat. I could use a bite to eat. So could I. Oh, okay. You've been on the road a while. Well, there's an all-night convenience store not too far from here. Is that okay? Sounds good to me. Okay, we can take 31 heading east. It's right before 65. 31. Back on the road. Heading east. It's right before. Oh no. A tree. Nothing to be done? Can you take a look at it? I guess I could poke around in there, but I don't know a damn thing about engines. Wait, is this why you always leave your truck running? The sets is up on a hill, so... First time it's just died like this, or just superstitious? First time it's just died like this. Well, where's the champagne? Anyway, do you know this area? Anyone around here that could give us a hand? Looks like a road crew's been out here. Hey, we should call someone. Do you know a good towing company? Ooh. Yep, Lucky Boot Collision and Towing. Here's their card. Or I found this card for Mercadet Wreck Recovery on the dash. Can't read the name or number on this flyer, but it looks like a picture of a tow truck. Lucky Boot. Alright, I'll give him a call. I hope I can get a signal out here. Hi, hello, we've got an old, I want to say diesel old truck just stalled out. Inaudible, sleepy. Did I wake you? Your card says open 23 hours a day. Yeah, that's why I'm calling. Exactly, that's all. That's... okay. Look, we need to get back on the road here, and I'm sure you're busy too. Thanks for the offer, but we really just need a tow is all. Right, yeah, thanks. Okay, it's... where are we? We're out off of 65, just kind of pulled up by this tree that fell over. Specific. That's actually a pretty accurate description of it, yeah. Hanging over the power lines just like that. Did you see it go down? I guess it doesn't matter. Well, thanks again. We'll see you soon then. How long do you think you'll be? Hello? Bored? Not yet. Okay. To me, you look a little bored. Let's play a game. What would you like to play? We can tell the future with this little tree branch. It's pretty easy. We just break off all the little sticks on each section and count through the different things that could happen. Okay, what should we ask? It should be about you. I can't do both the counting and the questions. What kind of bed will I sleep in tonight? Ezra snaps the smaller branches away, one at a time, counting out possibilities. King size, queen size, twin size, bunk. Bunk. Okay, what else? What kind of job will I have next? Doctor, lawyer, taxman, driver. Driver. These other branches are too bare. Don't worry about it too much. It's just a bunch of sticks. Hi, puppy. How long do you think we'll be waiting here? I don't mind. I have a lot to think about. Guess I always do. I'm a thinker, all right. I like that kid. He's funny. Okay, Shannon. I think they're on their way. I guess we have some time to kill. Could look over the road map again. I've stared at that thing too long already. Where'd you get that old map anyway? It's always just been in the truck. Huh. Someone must have grabbed it at a gas station somewhere along the line. Or maybe they threw it in the glove box at the dealership. When my parents bought their first car here, it came with a map. I used to sit in the back and pore over it. Aunt Remedios saw me looking at it, I guess, and a few days later she gave me a map she brought from Colombia. It looked almost hand-painted, deep, vibrant colors and rough border lines, like anxious brush strokes. Really pretty. I'd slowly trace the coastline with my finger, like I was walking on the beach, and say, here we'll swim, here we'll start a fire, and here we'll find a cave in the cliff face and go live among the bats for a while. I think I'll take a look at that radio of yours. Maybe I can get it going again. No point just standing around. How's it looking? The leads are badly corroded, but I'm making progress. That's what I like about working on electronics. It gets easier as you go on. For me, it's just the opposite. Almost there. How far? Oh, okay. Where are we staying tonight? I'll figure something out. Yeah, I know you will. It'd be nice to stay outside one of these nights. Power down just enough to rest, but keep an eye on the stars. Be there when the birds wake up. Sounds romantic. I'm a real romantic, lucky me. How far out are we? I don't know. Are we there yet? Oh, stop. Harry's not going to be happy. You know he doesn't like me anyway. I'll tell him you had to get that drain pipe on tape. I'll tell him about the frog. He won't understand. Hey, yeah, didn't you play on this record? This is Dee Dee's record. Yeah, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, that guy's out of control. We should do a set with him. Only Johnny plays the notes I like. Aw. What time is it? It's late. Harry's gonna flip out. That old man was born flipped. Relax, Cricket. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm being uptight. Just play that keyboard, I'll figure out the rest. I know. I gotta turn off my heater, I'm too warm. Hey, wait. You know, we're already late. Are you gonna explain all this to Harry? Oh, no, wait, you're the smooth talker. In fact, I bet you'd have no problem explaining we had to stop out of the goodness of our nature and check on some wayfaring strangers. Fine, just for a few minutes, though. You're the best. And hey, maybe if they're not busy, they can fill some seats at the gig. You know, if no one's there, Harry will try to bilk us on our fee. Is that him? That was a motorcycle. Lucky Boot has a big truck. Yeah, they're too fast for a truck. I bet they're getting chased by something. Maybe they just have somewhere important to be. Definitely getting chased by something. The dog. Blue comes up. Stay here. Careful, he's wicked with strangers. You. Who's chasing you? Hear that, Cricket? We're being pursued. I knew it. Who's after us? That's a good question. These folks seem to have a certain handle on the situation. So... dinosaurs. Sure, something like that. Listen, we've got 2 questions for you folks. What kind of people do you take us for? I mean, how do we strike you? You seem nice enough. What do you think, Cricket? Our generosity is unmistakable, ma'am. It radiates. It does radiate. Now here's another question for you. Do you like music? Do you like music? Lizette used to sing in taverns on the weekends. Beautiful stuff. Of course you do. Say, they should come to our gig. What an idea. Well, we're waiting for a tow. A tow? I won't hear about it. This time of night, you'll be kicking your heels till dawn. Well, fix your truck up. Me and Johnny are a couple of regular gearheads. Why, I just put a new cylinder block on this baby over here. The vicious cycle. That's what we call our bike. We call it the vicious cycle. Pretty tough, huh? We'll get you fixed up quick so you can come to the gig. See, we have a regular booking tonight, and well, we're running late. Very late. That's what I told them. Now, the old man who runs this venue, Harry Esperanza, is a notorious withholder, and if we don't get a few bodies in the crowd, well, he'll go all penny pinching on us. Just a short set. We only have 1 song prepared. You'll come to the gig, won't you? I mean, I want to go. Of course we will. Of course they will. Can you believe we almost didn't stop? Hungry, old lady? I think I've got a crust in the sidecar here. After all, it's so late. Well, it's all said and done. We stopped. That's all that matters. Our gig's at an old tavern called the Lower Depths. It's over there by Old Charlie Moran Highway, just east off of 65. We usually take a right off the interstate around the petting zoo. Johnny likes the petting zoo. I do like the petting zoo. Now, let's see about that truck of yours. I feel certain we can get it running. For by Charlie Moran Highway, just east off 65. Farmhouse. Where's the petting zoo? Oh, okay. Just take a right around the petting zoo. Petting zoo is closed. Figured. There we go. Sometimes it takes a little bit of doing. Scene 3. The lower depths. Like the play we saw at the beginning. Only it doesn't seem to be a play, it seems to be real. Which is interesting. Oh my gosh, this looks just like the Roadhouse. This reminds me of the Roadhouse for sure. Doesn't feel right. Like a deep pit. Wonder sometimes if I'm really up here or still down below. Kinda late. Are you sure they're open? Sure, they're open. This is one of those places. Let's head on in. We're not saints, but we've kept our appointment. How many people can boast as much? That's lovely, ma'am. Who said it? A poet. Interesting. Ma'am, I hate to say it, but the cupboard is bare. Have some vision, Cricket. We've got 1, 2, 4 patrons. Harry doesn't count. Well, we've done more with less. Do you play here often? We have a regular thing here. Harry likes to just book it all up and forget about it. He's not really a music lover, I wouldn't say, but I guess his wife was. She had this stage put in, I know that, so he keeps it going, in her memory out of habit. A rough brick between 2 pieces of stale bread sits in the center of the table, surrounded by a ring of undisturbed dust. Goggles. A bulky set of black goggles sit on the edge of the table next to an ashtray, a newspaper, and a few empty glasses. Huh. What is it? I guess I don't know. Can I tell you a horrible secret? I never wear eye protection in the shop. It's dangerous, I know. But I'm always looking back and forth from my oscilloscope to whatever I'm working on, and the scope has this peculiar kind of hard-bordered glow that I just... Well, I've never found a pair of goggles or glasses that doesn't smear out that glow. At best, the lens softens everything so you can't quite find the edges. All I'm pouring tonight is Hard Times whiskey. Got any coffee going? No coffee. Hard Times whiskey. Say, shut the GD door, would you? I can't afford to run the AC all night. Sorry, Harry. Oh, it's you two. Where have you been? Never mind. Listen, I can't keep this place open through the small hours of the night just waiting for musicians. Where is everyone? Everybody had to, clear out. Let's get set up, huh? There's nobody here to listen to it. I can't pay for... We brought some people, Harry. A crowd is forming. Yeah, but also couldn't you use a break, Harry? Been on my feet all day. But Ezra flips eagerly through the jukebox's catalog of songs. What do you think? I don't know how to play this game. How's it looking out there? How are y'all feeling tonight? Can we get a bit more reverb in the monitors? Harry adjusts the soundboard behind the bar. How's that? Test, test, 1, 1, 1, 350, lamentation, lamentation. Sounds good. How's everybody doing? Anybody had a real bad night? To Conway, how about you, old man? Yeah, real bad. We'll try not to make it too much worse. This is a song I heard in a tavern many years ago at an open mic night. Me and Johnny were out just riding around, you know. You like to drive around, old man? That's my job. Of course you do. So we were out riding around and we passed this gaudy old tavern. I mean, it was a real dive. Busted up facade, weeds in the parking lot, taps all dry, bats in the bar room, and run by this creaky bag of bones. Looked like the only thing keeping him awake was the fear of death. So glad to be back here at the lower depths. Hey now. So we stopped for an early drink and there was a lady singing right here on stage, and the song she sang, well, it stuck with us, and now it's a regular part of our repertoire. Never got that lady's name, but she seemed like a sweet gal, and she had a voice like Scotch whiskey, and we just hope we do her song justice. So here it is, Too Late to Love You. Whoa. This is so cool. Look at her outfit change. When you left me, I never should have met you. I wish we'd met before. I want to dress like that. Oh, I see. You gotta pick one. What happened? Oh. There we go. I was vibing. I didn't know what was happening. This reminds me of The Knife? Kind of? This reminds me of Twin Peaks too, because like that musician that plays. I would like legitimately listen to this song. It sounds like something I would listen to out of a game, outside of a game. The harmony. I was like, aliens? No, just the roof coming back on. They're putting the lid back on the bar. Well, hope you liked it. I've heard it before. I don't doubt that. You look like you spent an evening or two in a grimy old tavern. Listen, we appreciate you folks sticking around for the show. There's nothing more wretched than playing sad songs to an empty room. We've just got to get our fee from Harry, and then we'll get you headed to the Zero. Well, Harry, I think that went pretty well. I'd say the crowd was into it. Reverential. Rapt. I guess the usual fee is about right, and we'll let you get back to your business. Well, that's just the, damn it, I was trying to tell you to. I can't pay. They cleaned me out. I've got nothing left but a GD IOU from the distillery. An IOU. Yeah, I traded them for some whiskey, and I guess I had some surplus credit, so I got this note to get some more from them later on. Must have been a hell of a trade. I had to. Gotta keep this place open somehow. God damn it. Watch your language, Harry. Could you pay them with your IOU? Well, Very contemporary, very astute. How about it, Harry? Let's push some paper around. Well, it's just, I can collect on it here when they bring more whiskey up. For you to cash it in, you'd have to go down to, down to the distillery, down to Hard Times. And, you've got to take the Zero. So that's what we'll do. How do we get there? Are you folks sure you want to head down there? I've never been myself, but people hear things. Rumors. It's where we've got to go. Well, I'll tell you then. This is it, right? We're square? Harry, you're all right. If only. You got a radio in your car? Yep. Well, here's what you gotta do. Take a left out of the parking lot and just fiddle around on your dial until you hear something familiar but strange. You know the feeling? Like, I used to go hunt with my uncle out in the mountains, and now I watch these nature programs. they're filmed in the mountains and there's the deer and I know all the plants and every kind of tree, but something just doesn't look right. It's even stranger for being so close to familiar. Something like that. You'll know it when you hear it. Fix that strange but familiar station on your dial, drive for a bit, and then turn around when the station cuts out. I mean right then. Hope you folks find what you're looking for. Eventually. Always a pleasure, Harry. Is it? Okay. So we find the familiar point on the dial. Keep on driving. Do we go back on 65? Tune the radio looking for a station that's familiar but strange. Drive for a while until the station cuts out, then turn around. Alright. What's this station? I've never heard this before. It sounds like horses? Horses running a race? Lizette and Ira had some horses years back. Yeah, I've always been a little afraid of them. They're so big and I don't know, you look in their eyes and they're almost human. Like they're human and an animal at the same time since they've been domesticated so long, I guess. Well, that fits familiar but strange for me. Harry said we just drive until it cuts out? Most of them are up with one. I guess we turned around. Okay. Creepy. Which way? Okay, we're back on the 0. I love this sound. We're back on the 0 now. Hall of the Mountain King. Huh? I don't know what I clicked on. Hey, Blue. They don't keep the roads up too well, do they? Not down here. So empty. Just let it go, I guess. Bridge ends abruptly, crumbling in disrepair. Time to cut him loose, ma'am? Well, you bored? Nah, it's a slow night anyway. I'm happy just tagging along. Whoa. This is such... A loop of decayed rope is coiled on the banister. Some rotted sections have been smoothed over with a fine dust. Broken computer monitors are heaped precariously among the rocks. Pet carrier for a cat or a small dog has been left by the path. A calcified rag wadded in the corner may once have been a blanket. Oh, I'm so fast with my weird electrical bionic leg. Who's that? A hiking backpack leans against a rock. It's empty except for a dusty bag of cat food and a few punch cards. Pile of discarded electronics burns steadily in the center of the chamber. Amy. Who's Amy? Oh, it's triangles within triangles down here. Shifting, intersecting, overlaying. Isn't it romantic? Let's see. You're here to steal back the love of a boy you once knew when you were too young to recognize the movements of the heart. And you're escorting her, pretending to have her interests at heart by, well, really, you're in love with the young woman as well, and so you've agreed to help him conspire to win her affections, but it's just a ploy to set him up for embarrassment and diminish him out of the picture. What are you talking about? No, you're right. It's insipid, derivative. I used to be really good at this. I had 11 novels published, from The Billionaire's Bidding to Fields of Longing. Real hot, bodice-ripping stuff, you know? I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment, just me and my thesaurus, steaming up the windows. Why'd you stop writing? You know, suddenly it was all computers everywhere you went. I thought I might be able to do something with that, inject a little libido into those ugly beige boxes. So I went back to university and I studied human-computer interaction. Then I picked up Donald's research assistantship here as a tester, debugging. In my off hours, I played around with the doomed love story at the core of our little simulation. That seemed to amuse Donald, so I kept at it. I'm afraid I tinkered too much, made it too complex. Now our work is never done. We don't even have to add any new functionality. The bugs just grow on their own. Too complex. I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. A woman in a tattered cardigan looks furtively at the other people around the fire. Old man. This is going to be Donald. Guaranteed. Friend of Joseph and... what's her name? The artist. Donald puffs on a smoldering pipe while half mumbling, half singing an old country tune. Softly. Where the old green river runs through hills and caves not known to us, down to that sunless sea. Oh, who are you? Sorry, did we startle you? I might say you did. Thought you might be one of them. Oh, no, you can't be. We've been patching all their spy holes. We keep the lights dim and the motors running softly, and we route the smoke out through, that is, what were we talking about? What's that computer over there? It looks pretty vintage. We're a bit lost, actually. Ah, you came from the road. The zero. No, you should stay off that road. Not safe. Bizarre topology. You'll never get anywhere. It just brings you right back here. The bridge is out down there. Yes, we're quite marooned in this moment. But I don't mind. Not anymore. This is where my life's work is. The computer. Right on the other side of the spire. Looks like a harmless little computer, doesn't it? Like some beat-up mainframe exhumed from a university basement and left in this cave to rot. Or to flower. No, it's no ordinary computer. I've modified it extensively, and in some pretty experimental ways, believe you me. And that's to say nothing of the software. But you look like a technically minded sort of person. Tell me, do you know the effects of mold growth on diffused base transistor circuitry? Sounds like it would short circuit. Certainly, certainly. But not all of it. Some moldy filaments are more or less conductive than others, and it grows in nonlinear chaotic patterns. We can guide it a bit through a simple application of classical horticulture, but we can't produce specific results, only tendencies. Thwarted and feeble, we hammer on the derelict keyboard. My name is Reason, King of Kings. But we are mere gardeners in the ruins. Our keystrokes echo off into the tunnels, boundless and bare. The caves stretch far away. We are too late, always too late. What? Did you say something? I'm just interested in the mold computer. The mold computer. Oh, Xanadu, you've heard about it. Perhaps you've read about it in a journal? It's been years since I published anything. Xanadu has evolved significantly since I explained its data structures in my article, Literary Multitudes, Hypertextual Narrative as Post-Structural Witness. Evolved, and then deteriorated. I'm afraid you are too late, fellow hypertext enthusiast. As the mold accumulated on the circuitry, Xanadu blossomed for a moment into something holy and enchanted, and all the charm was broken. Do you have any idea what it's like to spend your life building something and then sit powerlessly as your work declines into ruin? I drive deliveries for a small antique shop and we're closing down. I fix TVs and I'm about to lose the lease on my workshop. My family disappeared. Julian and me don't know what to do. So, wandering without the ones who give us purpose, like a ghost. Well, I have my own ghosts, and I keep them in there, in Xanadu. It's running on that glorious dusting machine. Take a look if you like. Too late to do anything but smoke and reminisce anyway. Far too late to do anything. Andrew? Do you know that when I first... No, I mean, if this cave were larger, could it... Now I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got it. How would you characterize this space, the one we're standing in now? It's a mess. A catastrophe. Or the site of some ancient catastrophe, anyway. Sure, the evidence is all around us. The shadows make it hard to tell how big it is. Sure, but they're not just shadows, right? I mean, they could be. They're projections, or maybe they're anatomies. How's that? Can you tell where we are now, surrounded by creeping anatomies? Close your eyes. Will you close your eyes? Only if you close yours. Okay. I can do it from memory. Good. Now, you are standing at the top of a rocky peak. A tongue of flame licks the shadowy anatomies of... Where are we? Oh, here again. How disappointing. Sorry to disappoint. No, it's my fault. I shouldn't be so attached to the future. It's always getting in the way of my work. Better to be in the moment, carefully observing and documenting with no attachment. Let me give you an example. I was a grad student studying statistics when I started working with Donald on his project. He said we needed someone with a more analytical mind to do the descriptive writing. Someone who would appreciate the cave descriptions as real labor instead of taking their authorial voice for granted. Donald warned me it would be long hours of typing painstakingly detailed descriptions into the computer. And I've put in the hours, believe me. I've put in the hours. I've described every facet of this cave in such detail that sometimes I don't know if I'm reading or looking, writing or exploring. Often, in the dark and lonely moments, I worry that in my sleep I've transcribed rooms from my dreams into the system. How would we know? They could only be entered with precise, faithful detail. That's all I know how to write, and all I dream about is caves. I only dream of caves. A man wearing large glasses inspects the ceiling. A massive gate constructed out of scavenged materials blocks passage down the far side of the spire. Hi, Casey. How are you? Shout out to Casey. It's so interesting. It's so weird. Casey, you want some coffee or pie or donuts? Welcome in, friend. I'm gonna take a drink of water. I'm getting scratchy. Ooh, how's Mass Effect going?
A policeman
Good
is
choice.
free. Yep. Lucy sets it up for us every night.
No, let me. Ooh, you're on 2. Nice. I would love a donut right now. Every time I play this clip, I'm like, ooh, a donut. Yes, please. What's your favorite donut, Casey?
We
What do you
need
like?
donuts.
Blood. Sorry. At least it looks fake.
Give me a donut.
Donuts. Have you watched Twin Peaks, Casey? It's my favorite show. Alright. Roberta. Where do these people come from? Where the hell are we? The kingdom is in peril. Haha. Well, what else is new? Where's the kingdom? You're in the throne room. There are 3 legendary treasures hidden throughout the castle that will restore these ruins to their former glory. What do they look like? She's messing with you, kid. Enchanted jewelry, talismans, a magic mirror that prevents the future, a magic shield that protects the bearer from age, a magic chest that's always filled with. I never went to the university. I was an independent scholar. It means I took to the public libraries like a beachcomber. I studied fairy tales. And then I came to work for Donald. I paid the bills, rubbed leathering elbows with academics, scraped black mold from cave walls. Finally, now, I carry the firewood into senescence. The kingdom is in peril. What does senescence mean? I've never heard that word before. Senescence. Senescence means of a living organism deteriorate with age. Okay. Xanadu. The big computer. Baffling control panels are sheltered from the elements with a worn tarp. A closet-sized wall of knobs and wires looms behind the machine, humming faintly. An electric typewriter is the only easily recognizable component. Alright. Back to Donald, I guess. This is a weird... Yeah, we read that already. It's been really cool to see a lot of new folks get into Mass Effect. I never played it either, but I remember having friends that did. Okay. Oh. Donald. Let's go talk to him again? Yeah. What do we do? Is he gonna tell us anything different? Or do we just leave? I don't know. But I do know that I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna take a break in a second. Donald. So weird. Okay. Yeah, I guess, like, I guess we'll just leave. I'll get us to the gate and then... get us back down to the truck, and I guess we'll try to go somewhere else on the zero. I don't know, it's weird. So I think we're a little over halfway through, Casey. Start out, well, I highly recommend playing this game, but we're basically this guy, who I'm controlling, sort of. It's point and click. Has to make his last delivery, like, as an antiques dealer, like, delivery person. And, nobody knows where the address of the place that he needs to go is. And, yeah. So he ends up on this, like, weird highway. Yeah, it's on Steam. I guess we have to go back up there and do something. So actually, I'm going to stand right here. And I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to use the restroom real fast. And we'll keep playing. We're going to get through this. It's split into 5 acts, which is nice because... So there's 5 acts and then there's, like, interludes between each one. So it's nice if you can only stream for a few hours, like me. Like, you can do, like, an act at a time. And it's worked out really well. So I highly recommend it. Yeah, I'll be right back.
I'm going to get the sheriff. Twin Peaks will be right back.
Still not close. Boy, this is gonna be an all-night brainbuster. Huh? Better drink some coffee. Oh, we're out of coffee. Ah, well, I'll just drink this warm cream. Oh.
Cheese, freedom, L.E. La Cruz. This here burns better. Yeah.
Huh?
Better. Long burns you.
I'm not following you.
Burns is suit. Burns is suit.
Huh?
Look at Burns' suit. Yeesh.
Ha, ha, ha.
I had an idea, Chief. Why don't we check out that suit Burns was wearing when he got shot?
Did you have the same backwards talking dream with the flaming cards?
I'll drive.
Oh, Coop, about the uniform.
Yes, Albert?
Replacing the quiet elegance of the dark suit and tie with the casual indifference of these muted earth tones. It's a form of fashion suicide, but, call me crazy. On you it works.
Oh, hello! This Alistair Cookie here for Monsterpiece Theater. Tonight, another episode in Mystery about a monster trying to guess a town secret. A town called... Twin Peaks. Oh, excuse me. Whoa! Pie. Oh. Diane, this Agent Cookie reporting. Me in town called Twin Peaks. Darn fine town. Darn fine pie. Ooh. Darn fine plates, too. Diane, there is one thing me no can find out. Why is town called Twin Peaks? Me begin asking questions. Asking questions, best way to find out something. Okay.
Anything else I can get you?
Oh, hello, yes. You can get me some answers.
What was the question?
Me want to know why town is called Twin Peaks.
Hey, I don't butt into your business, do I? Stay out of mine.
That not darn fine answer. Me got to ask more people more questions. Hey, hello. Me, Special Agent Cookie.
I'm Finch. David Finch.
David Finch. Good. Me like bird who knows own name. Now, me have question. Why this town called Twin Peaks?
I'll see you later, Laura.
Gotta fly.
Wait.
Yes?
You know can't give me teensy-tiny hint?
Well, it's called... Yeah. It's called Twin Peaks. Yeah. Because...
Come on!
Oh, sorry, gotta go.
Wait. Please.
Okay. Ask the log bird.
The log bird?
Yes.
Are you coming or what?
Yes.
This town gets stranger and stranger. Okay. Me look for log bird. Log bird.
Who's looking for me?
Oh, me. Log bird. Oh, me look for you.
What's on your mind?
Me want to ask you one simple question. Why this town called Twin Peaks?
Let me ask.
No. Me asking questions. That's how me find out things.
Let me ask my log. Do you know why this town is called Twin Peaks?
How should I know? I'm a log. Ha! A talking log. Ha.
That's right, a talking log. A log that doesn't like to be laughed at.
Oh.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Sorry. Diane, me hurt the log's feelings today, and me no closer to finding out why they call this place Twin Peaks. But me did notice one thing very interesting about the birds in this town. They all have two beaks. But they no like to talk. Oh well. Time for more of this great pie. Let's go, Diane. And that concludes Twin Peaks. Darn fine story, darn fine actor. Darn fine pie. This Alistair Cookie saying goodbye for Monster Piece Theater.
Hello. I have my log as well. If you do ! Log, you can get some log wisdom. Thank you. Did you enjoy my BRB? Twin Peaks as a show was huge when it first came out. Like, there were so many, like, parodies, and, like, the other BRB video I made has it was big here, but it was even bigger in Japan. So, like, there's a coffee commercial that's all Twin Peaks themed. It's, like, episodic. Oh, Casey, it would be precisely your vibe. Absolutely. We've been doing watch parties in my Discord, which I feel like it's probably the wrong link, but I can get you the link if you want. We watched the pilot last week. This Saturday we'll be watching episode 2 and maybe episode 3. So yeah, if you're interested. It's on Amazon Prime too. It was on Netflix, but they took it off. But maybe you have it in Canadian Netflix. Yeah, and if it doesn't work, I'll DM you after on Twitter. But I think we gotta figure out what the heck is with this place. Guess we'll go back up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I like how the little waypoints come up like a horseshoe. Okay. You know what? Let me just get it right now. Invite. And I'll just have to remember. I mean, by the next time I stream, it'll be a different link anyway, but at least for now, I'll just put it in the chat for ya. Because it changes every week for safety, you know. There, up there. Oh boy. I'm a fool. I went the wrong. I shouldn't have gone back down. There we go. Yeah, of course. I'm kind of toying with restreaming the pilot, but just like not being active in the chat while it's happening because it's a long time to sit in front of the computer. But because I know there's at least one other person who wasn't able to make it last week, but still wants to check it out. So I might do that. So we may start the watch party a little bit earlier, and I'll just have it playing while I do other stuff. We'll see. I'll make an announcement about it. Hey Donald, my guy. I need to look up what we're supposed to do. I'm so confused. What are we supposed to do from here? Oh, okay. That's before. Okay. I'm very confused. Hi, Avers. Welcome in, friend. Yeah, it's real creepy and real cool, and I am kind of stuck right now. Massive gate constructed out of scavenged materials blocks passage down the far side of the spire. Can I... But I want to go that way. I know, it's really cool. Shout out to Avers. Another amazing streamer. I was lurking a little bit during Cuphead. How did it go? Did you finally get the robot? Gerda, the gate, Xanadu. Okay, now we're gonna do that. We're gonna see if we can... Okay, so no. Oh no. That robot. Okay, how do you think we get it started? This old thing? Maybe there's a hand crank around. Oh, it has a run key. Hand crank for a computer. But I did beat another boss, so I feel pretty good. Okay, okay. Awesome. Incredible. The robot's days are numbered. For sure. Ooh, Xanadu. Abers, would you like some coffee, donuts, pie, anything like that? Absolutely. What? Okay, a house. You got it. Let me get you some coffee real fast.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. I've had, I can't tell you how many cups of coffee in my life, and
Happy
this
Twin
is
Peaks
one of
month
the best.
indeed. And we could do donuts again if you want donuts, but also you can redeem any of those at any time. And don't forget, we also have log wisdom, if anybody wants some log wisdom. But let's figure out what the hell is going on with this Xanadu thing real quick. We're stalling at the end before... That's what I'm reading, you know? My brain. You are standing at the end. The Eid. Weird. Ha, this thing is in rough shape. Do these switches do anything? How my flip's an unlabeled switch. Wow. Okay, that's worse. Try typing help. It kind of looks like a house. Type house. Typing house. Hatson. Whoa. In... You are in the east-west passage with something everywhere. Yeah, Casey, I get that for sure. Joseph and Lula remove the computer, crying on their, or lying on their backs and being... That's the last... Everything's on here now. Did that say Lula? Lula. Or Donald. I don't know. This is very loud in my ears. Machines apart from School of Music. Joseph has his punch cards transcribed. Oh! This is from an interlude that we had before. Damn, I can't tell what she's saying. Oh, I have my portable degausser with me. Old systems like this one can build up a remnant magnetic field that sort of warps everything along with whatever pattern it's settled into, you know? The degausser clears that up by suddenly shaking the magnetic field around until it's uniform again. That's how I like to think of it anyway. Like shaking a snow globe. Worth a shot. In the Hall of the Mountain King. Stumble upon a tunnel. Well, okay. Stalactites adorn the ceiling. center of it. Enormous. This is where you set up your premature end of file. Press any key to quit. This is a lost cause. What a piece of junk. Wow. That was cool. And scary. Act 3, Scene 4. Casey, you're gonna love Twin Peaks. And when you do, just know that you can visit the town and the diner is still there. And you can go there and you can eat pie and you can hang out in the town and it's really cute. And I've been there and it's really fun. Hey, yeah, super good. Hi, Rabbit, welcome in. Bizarre. And what was that about Lula? Maybe Donald knows how to clear it up a bit. I almost played more of this today. Oh, yeah, really? We're in Act 3. Things were just very loud, and we're a little bit lost. But that's usual on the Zero. But yeah, how was your day today, Rabbit? How are you doing? Sounds like a stop on my eventual road trip around the USA. Heck yeah. Well, when you do that road trip, definitely we should meet up at in Twin Peaks. Okay, let's go talk to Donald again, now that we actually have something to talk to Donald about. Rabbit says, I keep peeking in and seeing things I haven't been to yet. My day was good, thanks. Nearly bedtime. Yep. Glad you had a good day. Alright, let's see what Donald has to say. So, from what I'm gathering, Lula's an artist. Where's Twin Peaks? Twin Peaks is in North Bend, Washington. It's lovely. And every June they have Twin Peaks Festival where the cast comes and they meet fans and there's all these events and stuff. And someday I think it'd be really fun to do that, but it hasn't been in the cards for us. But we don't live too far from there. It's about 30 miles out of Seattle, 30 miles east of Seattle. Yeah, you do, Ebbers. It's great. I love it up here. So, you've seen it for yourself, what's left of it. Pretty busted. The chalky bones of a beautiful dream. But you can see what it once was, can't you? Can't you? There was so much more to it. Ornate labyrinths of memory, exhaustively simulated parallel cave ecosystems, real artificial intelligence built on sophisticated neural network algorithms. The birds in the forest could flock in 3 dimensions. The bats could learn to sing. And then it began to crumble when the strangers came. That's not foreboding at all. At first we only heard them walking heavily through the caves, dragging things around, hammering and clattering their tools. Sometimes we heard working songs, never close enough to make out real voices, just their echoes, cascading wordlessly in the tunnels. Then we caught a glimpse of one. What'd they look like? They look like... No, it's too horrible. I shouldn't be telling you about this. They're dangerous. They're strange. I should never have tried to outwit them. They were always too much for me, but it's too late now. If I'd listened to Lula, Lula Chamberlain? Yes, of course. Oh, do you know her? We're looking for her now. No, she's gone now. She left. We built this together, did you know? Lula, Joseph, and I. Lula is gone from here, but... Donald points across the cave with his pipe. It's still in there, in Xanadu. I don't know where Lula is now, or how to get there from here, or how to unwind that damn tangled highway, but Xanadu, before its ruin, was faultless as an oracle, a shrine to perfect simulation. Until... But maybe? Those weird interlopers destroyed my Xanadu. Perhaps they know how to fix it. It may be dangerous. I've sent many eager seconds to negotiate with them to repair my masterpiece. Back there, that tunnel. Push back the vines. Crawl out into the darkness. Watch your step. After a while, you'll feel the terrain change beneath your hands and knees from rock to crystal and then to mud. Then you'll be out. That's where the strangers come from. Now leave me alone. I still have a bit of mold in my pipe and a few dreams left. Bestie, I don't think you should be smoking the mold. Also, he kind of looks like the old man from Courage the Cowardly Dog. He kind of did. I don't remember his name. I only remember Eunice. Where the strangers come from. Oh no, I'm scared. Ooh, I'm a little nervous. Whoa. Graveyard time. Hell yeah. Don't mind that noise. That's just our weird electrical bionic leg. I know. Hello? Whoa! In the mausoleum. Okay. Well, this can't be right. It looks like an old church. It's muddy. Yeah, that's what he said. Crystals and then mud. Okay. I want to stay outside. Okay. I'll stay with him. We can look for lizards. Okay, we'll make it quick. Oh my gosh. What? Oh. An epitaph is engraved on the stone grave marker. Daniel Barber, generous disposition, will be missed. Below the inscription, a note is written in white chalk. HT 8191-T. Fill date June 29. Notes of almond. Steve Gaynor and Ryan Brown. We think you two really would have liked each other. HT 8192-B. Fill date July 24th. Weird finish. Yeah, this is... I'm just going counterclockwise. I don't know. I hate this. Joe Hughes always had a far-off look. Probably still does. HT 8192-E. Fill date August 1st. Aftertaste of rainwater. Besties, I got a bad feeling about this. Gary Burke or Matthew Duhamel. HT 8192-N. Fill date September 8th. Sweet and fungal. Robert Burgess would have wanted it this way. Dash Q. Fill date September 9th. Maple turpentine. Ezra, be careful. Michael Palin should have said something. November 1st. Sense of foreboding. Yeah, I got one of those right about now. That feels familiar to me. I don't like this. Unknown. Seemed reasonable. Dash Y. Fill date November 2nd. Easy on the nose. Oh, that was the last one. I'm so curious. I know. Find any lizards? Wasn't really looking. Nice cover story, kid. Why do you dress like a punk? A punk? Now what's a punk dress like, kid? Can you tell me? I dress like Junebug specifically. I want to be specific. I think you are. It's the middle of the night and here you are in a graveyard. Any other kid your age would be in bed. You've just got to make choices and own them. You think I was born this foxy? I came off the assembly line about a half foot shorter and all gray, no eyes. They were going to have us clearing out the old mine. Doesn't matter what you look like under all that rock and water. A bunch of gray shadows shoveling and hammering invisibly at the walls, draining the tunnels. Junebug? Johnny found some gear, an old tape player. We hid away in an underwater cave and listened to it over and over, and we knew we weren't miners. We slipped out onto the road, just these two featureless shadows, and ever since that night we've been detailing, coloring in, specifying. I feel more like myself every day. Ezra, of course, not, like, grokking any of that. I feel less like myself without my folks. Sure, some people are born into a family, nothing wrong with that. I hate it. I hate it. Junebug, I liked you. Maybe I still like you. I don't, but what are you though? Huh? There you are. What'd you find in there? It wasn't. Hey, what's going on? You look flushed, old man. It doesn't matter. Right, okay, we got what we need. Let's go. What did they see? Oh no, I'm gonna have to replay this game and like make different choices so that I can go and see what they saw, you know? Dang. We're back to talk to Donald, I assume. The heck? Singing softly. Trace an orbit round the road and close your eyes with holy dread, for we on mold and whiskey fed and drink from rivers down below. We found your strangers. We know how to fix your damn machine, but I'm not sure it was worth it. Oh, soon the visions will return. What have you found? They say you need to type in a specific phrase to restore it. They say you need to unplug it for a while. They say you need to scrape the mold off the timing crystal. But the mold, of course, too much mold on the timing crystal would send the simulation adrift. Each moment lived out of sync. By all means, yes, clean the timing crystal. What in the heck? Okay, sure, let's go. I'm so confused, and I want to know what the strangers were like. Though I guess it seems like Junebug is one of them. Junebug and Johnny. She's down there. They're down there with... Johnny's down there with our dog. This is so cool. Xanadu. Is that a song? Or did I just... I was singing Waterloo, but Xanadu. But I feel like Xanadu is also a song. I don't know. I don't know things. Okay. I sing Waterloo by ABBA. Yeah. I know. I was like, Xanadu. Yeah. I think so. Or somebody. Because I know Andrew Lloyd Webber is kind of a weirdo and made the weird train musical where there are like anthropomorphized trains, and then also did the Cat musical, and that's a weird fella. I love his work. He's a weird guy. Yeah, the train roller skate situation. Was it Starlight Express? Oh god. The heck. What must his brain be like? What must he just think about on the day basis? Like, oh yeah, Jesus Christ Superstar. Oh, I've never seen that. Probably because my family was Catholic and they were probably like, no. Sitting, yeah, right behind the control panel. It's filthy. Right, we're supposed to scrape off this black moldy stuff. Weird. Just following instructions. Multifaceted musical machine. Okay, I'll have to listen to it. I grew up on musicals. Like, my favorite musical is Les Mis. I watched Annie a bunch of times. Like, Cats. I loved. Remember they had like the PBS Cats performance? I loved that shit. That was my jam. It's probably gonna get loud again. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. Les Mis is my favorite, but my recent favorite is Hadestown. I might be able to go see it when I visit my friends in Colorado in September. I'm trying to make that happen. I would love to make that happen, but I don't know if I can. I want to see it. Yeah, in September, I guess. My friend got tickets, so I'm trying to make it happen so I can go and visit her and see it. At the end of the road. At the end of road. That looks like the mausoleum we just got out of. Is that where you're at, Abbers? You are standing at the end of a road before a small brick building. Around you is a forest. Check out the building. Enter building. Inside building. Nice. This is so cool, y'all. You are inside a building, a storage shed for the National Park Service. There is a sensible modern electric lantern nearby. Get the lantern. Taken. Exit building. Enter forest. That's not something you can enter. Just type a direction. North. In forest. This is so cool. At least we have a lantern. We're smart. We went and got tools first before we went into the freaking forest. You are in open forest with a deep valley to one side. Can we climb a tree? I don't think much is to be achieved by that. Sorry. Head back south to that building. South. You're in forest. Hey, it's a maze. South, east, north, west. Which way should we go? We went north. Maybe west? Let's try west. You're in forest. Is here soldering replacement components in a small handmade radio. Oh, we should talk to her. Ask Lula how she is doing. Hi, Donald. I'm getting the strangest interference out here. I've been tuning the radio circuits gradually as we go, swapping capacitor values and tweaking resistor networks. It was working for a while, but everything I can pick up sounds so distant and muffled. Lula hands you the radio. Well, maybe I'll have better luck. You're good at this stuff. Don't forget to give it back. You're in forest. Joseph is here, tapping with a small stylus on a modified pocket braille slate. A small gray kitten, no more than a few weeks old, does this comfortably on top of his backpack. Maybe he has something to say. Listen. Donald, I was just transcribing your footsteps. Sounded like... Joseph runs his finger along the index card he's been tapping on from right to left. Long, weary, song, drearily gone, dearly gone. You beat a melancholy shuffle through these woods, Donald. I've been noting down the sounds of the forest with an ear for speech, and an inborn filter for poetry, I suppose. So maybe it's me being melancholy after all. I'm eager to see what the poetic subsystem makes of these punched cards. At edge of hole. Not this. This looks like the road we've been traveling on. You are at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to rock as the ground sinks into darkness. The computer tied to your upper back slickens with sweat in the afternoon sun. The rope slung around your shoulder has slipped under the strap of your backpack, digging uncomfortably against your collarbone. Go down into the hole. That seems pretty obvious. Shine the lamp into the hole? I love Ezra. Light lamp. Your lamp is now on. Shine lamp in hole. The lamplight only reaches a few yards down the hole where the rock is coated in slimy black mold. You can tell that the walls are too slick to climb safely without assistance. Try using the rope to climb down safely. Tie rope to tree. The rope is tied snugly to a tree trunk. Down. Your feet slip a few times on the slimy rock, but you remain stable. Lula and Joseph descend carefully after you. In bed quilt. What? You are in bed quilt, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere. Joseph and Lula remove the computer equipment they are carrying on their backs and begin setting up. That's the last trip, so everything's down here now. Say something back to her. You make an awkward joke. Don't be so morbid. Lula looks pensive. What's the gear they're carrying? Ask Lula about gear. Sure, Donald, we may as well take inventory. I've got the tape machine and the synthesizer parts we borrowed from the School of Music. It's all tuned up to my voice so we won't have to type so much. Joseph has his slate and the punched cards he's transcribed from the poems we read him. He's got the typewriter and the paper tape reader. And you've got the CRT display. How's your back holding up? Oh my gosh, carrying a CRT on your back? Terrible. Ask her where the treasure is. Ask Lula where the treasure is. If we knew that, we wouldn't have to set up down here. I know you think this environment will help our project, get us in touch with a deep romantic reverence for some kind of profound natural spookiness, but I was more comfortable in our lab. The university picked the worst time to cut our funding. Typical institutional stinginess and academic politics. I mean, I felt like we were getting really close to something... Anyway, I don't know if it's sustainable down here, you know, to live and work here together. Joseph looks uncomfortable. Jealous. Hey, Donald, can you help me wire up these generators? I'll assemble a synthesizer, but I could use some help with the serial interface if you have time. You hear an unfamiliar echo from a tunnel to the east. Help Joseph. I appreciate it, Donald. I'm not much of an electrician, you know. You know that. Joseph hands you a bundle of wires. His kitten curls up on a spool of cabling. A cat. Listen, 3 of us had a good thing for a minute, wouldn't you say, up at the old place before it got ugly? I'm saying, we came down here to work, to really do it. Xanadu. And I mean, we've got to be rational about this. All 3 of us have got to put our feelings aside for a bit and be rational. Do you know what I'm saying? Just agree with whatever he's saying. This isn't helpful. Agree with Joseph. Joseph sets down the wire strippers in his hand. You really mean that? You're pretty okay, Donald. I mean, you have a clear idea on what's sensible. We're in unmapped territory here, strange to the whole thing. Gotta have a focus. She'll understand. You're interrupted by the ominous echo of a grating, scraping sound from the east, louder than before. What the hell was that? Let's check it out. In tunnels. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh my gosh. Terrifying. You rush down the tunnel with Joseph and Lula close behind. I got kind of intense back there. No wonder they're still thinking about it. The tunnel narrows and soon you find yourself crawling on your hands and knees. Navigating the tunnel gradually becomes more awkward as smooth rock gives way to jagged crystalline surfaces. Scratches and taps echo from the end of the tunnel, some short and piercing, some slower and groaning as if dampened by water. The tunnel opens into a large room. In Crystal Room. Hello? Eh. Oh no. You are in a large, irregular chamber. The walls, floor, and ceiling are covered with crystalline projections. Strangers are here, scraping black mold from the crystals. They look up when you enter. One of them seems about to speak. Finally! Better run. Run. You'll have to say which compass direction to go in. Flees through the tunnel to the north. Flees through the tunnel to the northeast. Lula's headlamp scans across the northern passage as you run. Soft shadows loom perplexingly from floor to ceiling. You feel around to distinguish shadows from crystals, but eventually find yourselves cornered. You have hit a dead end. Who are they? Let's find a way out of here. That's not a verb I recognize. Look for escape. You can't see any such thing. Listen, I think they've gone back to work. They seemed strange somehow. Maybe they've forgotten about us. Alright, let's try to pass them quickly now. Don't make eye contact. Then we'll find our way back to the equipment. In bed quilt. Oof. So weird. Okay, we're back in bed quilt. Lula is here panting for breath. Do they follow us? Where's Joseph? Search for him. I only understood you as far as wanting to search. We have to be more specific. Down one of the tunnels? With the... No, because he... Search tunnel. You select a tunnel at random. Your lantern illuminates several sets of footprints on the moldy cave floor, but they are impossible to identify. With the equipment? Search equipment. The various computer and audio equipment cast angular shadows into the tunnels as you scan slowly across the pile. Nothing. Joseph climbs down from the rope still tied above. That damn sound, those damn voices. I don't even know what direction I was running. I wove through that network of tunnels. I ran my hand along a wall, always turning left, but every turn and every rock felt the same. For all I knew, I was running in circles. Finally, I ended up here. And I hid. I panicked and I heard you talking, but I didn't think I could trust my senses. But listen, there's one thing I have to tell you. While I was out there lost in the tunnels and caves, I came across the Zero, and I had no idea. It's like a real place. They pick up garbage, they deliver mail, they go to work and church, but it has an awful kind of emptiness. Wandering through, I heard horrible echoes. Weird images got burned in my mind's eye. A television, a scarecrow, a crystal, a feather, a sandwich, a CRT monitor, a bottle, an anchor. Ula looks down at her feet. Donald, you've heard the same damn stories I have, but it's different. It doesn't matter now, damn it. I'm leaving. To hell with all of it. Get him back on track. We're so close. You shout something at Joseph about the project you're working on together. You'll die in these damn cold caves. And what about those men? You know they'll come back. We've heard that line before. Tell him we can hide from the strangers. You shout something at Joseph about going deeper into the caves. Did you hear their voices? They'll find you, but not me. I'm going back to the surface. Stop, your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too, but I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon and I'm heading down the Zero. Don't let her leave us here. Get Lula's attention. You plead with Lula about your continued collaboration. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damn machine does with it. Lula and Joseph has left. Yeah, that's all. That last bit was familiar to me. We heard that before. Abandoned by your collaborators, your confidants, your companions, the only two among your colleagues with whom you've ever trusted the gift of your friendship. Pretty thick. Sounds like Beardo had his heart broken. You wander the tunnels alone, dragging along the components of your unrealized masterpiece, combing the underground passages for a new site in which to realize your vision. Sounds like a genius. How do you mean? Vain. Vanity. Ain't that the truth? My Aunt Remedios, before she got into the whole ethnomusicography thing, she was a painter, mostly nudes in oil. She had this model. I'll never forget him. Big, classically physical guy. Looked like he was about to storm Troy. He made everyone call him the Colonel. Oh no. Weaver and I saw this guy naked a lot. You couldn't help it. He was always posing somewhere in the house, chasing the light from room to room, while Aunt Remedios made a sketch of his profile or worked on the right mix of pigments for his abdomen. The Colonel had this magnificent hair, long black hair that ran just down to the bottom of his shoulder blades. One evening, he was standing next to an open window in the back of the house. The sun was setting. Early spring, I think. It was kind of windy. Aunt Remedios was trying to get his hair right. She kept arranging it, like half in front, half behind, running over his shoulder and laying across his chest in this very specific way. But it itched him or something, and he'd do this weird indignant shuffle thing, where the wind from the open window would push it around, or he'd turn his neck when Weaver or I ran by, and everything would be tangled again. The final product was a swirl of black lines billowing around the top of his neck. Weird thing is, I don't even remember his face now, just that black swirl. Probably the best one she ever painted. Kind of reminds me of the piece that Lula had in the museum. Visage is what it was called. Hall of the Mountain King. Here we are. So he's just been here for years. Dang. After what may have been years, you stumble out of a tunnel into a cavernous open space. Stalactites adorn the ceiling like grotesques. In the center of the room is an enormous rocky spire. This is where you will set up your equipment and establish your legacy. Wow. Hi, Em. It's going well. How are you? I know you've been at work, huh? How'd the event go? Now's the time to continue your work. Things have gotten very weird. Like they weren't before, but... Research Assistant 0, Realism Index 37%, Romance Index 2%, Mold Coverage 0%. You may hire a new research assistant, assign assistants to a task, or sleep until tomorrow. I don't know, what should we do? What happens if we do this? Assign. You currently have no available research assistants to assign. Uploading job advertisement to university message boards. Oh no, you have hired Roberta, who studies fairy tales. Speaking of, I gotta sleep until tomorrow. Good night, Avers. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you soon. Have good rest. I'll see you next time. Thank you. M says it went really well, better than I thought. Made good monies. Thank you for asking, remembering. Of course, friend. Assign. Debugging, transcription, or speculation. Speculation. Hire a new research assistant. Let's get everybody in here working on something, I guess. No new applicants. Try again later. Okay, so we will sleep then. Sleep. Time passes. Roberta makes a convincing argument for the edibility of stone. Now is the time to continue your work. Research Assistants 1. Realism Index 32%. Romance Index 17%. Mold Coverage 11%. You may hire a new research assistant. Okay. Okay. Rick. Assigning Rick. What should we do? Transcription? Library science? Let's see if it'll let us do another one. Okay, we'll try again tomorrow. This is so interesting. Roberta summarizes the migratory patterns of bats through the tunnels. Greasy black mold is collecting on the computer equipment. Now is the time to continue your work. Let's hire more. This is weird. Weaver. Weaver, that's our cousin. That's Shannon's cousin. Debugging. It's so interesting. It's not going to let us hire anybody else. We'll sleep. I feel so lost in a way that has me not wanting to look away. I know what you mean. Like, I can't... Roberta fixes some weird math with some weirder math. Weaver types up some lurid imagery from a dream journal. Rick extensively notates tunnel diameter as a function of length. Intruders. No. The strangers are doing something to the equipment, but you can't make out what. You hide behind a rock until they leave. With trepidation, you emerge from your hiding place hours later. I'm not convinced this is getting us any closer to the zero. Oh, wait. Amy, who studies human-computer interaction. Let's just assign Amy. Let's see. I don't know. Weaver identifies a bug with the oxygen level simulation but is unable to fix it. Roberta widens tunnels slightly to reduce the need for extra crouch commands. Amy carefully transcribes the sounds of dripping water and all their variations over a period of several hours. Rick muses about the love lives of fungal colonies. Weaver follows the strangers into the tunnels. She doesn't return, but neither do they. Oh no, Weaver. Okay, I'm gonna try to quit and start over. I want to keep playing. Come on, kid, we've got stuff to do. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. Exit? But you aren't in anything at the moment. Maybe we have to lose or die or something to start over? That would be ridiculous. Maybe we have to wait it out. Wait indefinitely. Time passes. Research assistants come and go. You don't encounter the strangers again, but sometimes you can hear the uncanny echoes of their voices. Off in the tunnels. Years pass. Mold accumulates. You and the remaining research assistants take to burning disused equipment in the center of the room. The black mold is intensely flammable and makes an excellent catalyst. It leaves behind a sweet narcotic perfume. One night you have visitors, outsiders, different ones. That's us. Then later that night, an old friend. Lula, you really did go deeper into the caves. Premature end of file. Press any key to quit. This is gonna be the end, I think. Oh, Scene 10? We skipped many scenes. Still in the Hall of the Mountain King. Lula. To Donald, you really did go deeper into the caves. Well, you were easy enough to find. I've met a few of your former assistants. One can't help but hear things. So this is what became of our project. Oh. I've made some additions. Joseph stole the data tapes for the first half, so I've had some blank spots to fill. Yes, I know. He published his version, actually. I'm sorry to report that it's a bit tediously sentimental. We've been looking for you. So you found the address data? Just pass it over to Donald here. Donald, will you be a dear and crunch these numbers? We're looking to sort out a street name collision. Dogwood Drive. Wasn't the Bureau going to process it? I insist. I have cycles to spare. I'll just pack my pipe and get to it. I should only be an hour or so. Andrew will carry it over to... I'll be at the Bureau for the rest of the night. Just mark it private materials for the attention of Senior Clerk Chamberlain. How do we get to the Bureau from here? The bridge. Yes, the bridge. Through the gate over there. Sentimental. He's being sentimental. Now we too recede into history. Good night, Donald. To Shannon. Meet me at the Bureau and we'll get you on your way. Head counterclockwise to the cathode ray, then turn around. Then it's just clockwise till you find the Bureau. Okay. Between us, I think you should drive. Okay. Gonna go back to... Oh, it's opening. The gate is open. Down. Oh wait, what's the backpack? A hiking backpack leans against a rock. It's full of empty wine bottles and library books. Someone has left a portable tape recorder on the path. It doesn't appear damaged, but there's no tape to play or record. The bookshelf was carried only partway up the path here before the project was abandoned. It's still useful. The peak of the spire is crowded anyway. Sensible modern electric lantern has been left here. The batteries have long since died. Blue! Our dog! Oh, the bridge is fixed. We're on the other side of the bridge. What the hell? Thanks for waiting, Blue. We were gone a bit longer than expected. It'll be okay, Blue. Johnny. What happened up there? I'm actually not sure. Very mysterious, ma'am. Okay, so we go counterclockwise to the cathode ray, and then clockwise until we get to the Bureau. Alright. I love the travel in this. So, okay, counterclockwise. Till we get to the cathode ray, and then we turn around. Just until we get to the Bureau. The anchor. These are all the things that they mentioned seeing in the computer, too. The bicycle. The feather. The wheelbarrow. antlers. Scarecrow. Bureau. Whew. We did it. Scene 11. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. We're back here. Oh. I can't believe how terrible a job I did at drawing Shrek, honestly. Oh, she's a full robot. That's why. She looks very robotic now that there's actual light. Hey, you see that cat over there? Looks like she just washed up. Think she'd eat some bread? Nah, well, more for you then, Blue. Maybe we should leave a crust or two behind and she'll go for it when she's comfortable. I wonder if that's Johnny's cat. Alright, let's go. See, I've got a weird electric leg. These people are fully robots, and I don't... know. I don't... Oh, hello, Lula. Here you are. Marianne has the rest of the evening off, so I'm minding the desk. Any word on the address? The results just came in by courier. Good news, Donald and his assistants were able to sort through the noise. I had Rick cross-reference their results against some of our records. He found a corresponding mail stop on the Echo River route. As it happens, the night ferry is scheduled to make its stop here shortly. The ferryman carries the mail and collects the garbage as well. I'm sure you can catch a ride out that way. If you could have one robotic body part, which would you choose? Says M. I'd say like one of my hands and up to my elbow. Then I can stir things faster. It would make meal prep really easy. You know? Just chopping things, stirring things real fast. I could make whipped cream in a second, you know? That's what I would pick. Yeah. What about you? And everyone in chat. What do you think? Okay, we're gonna catch a ride with the ferryman. Thanks, Aaron. I knew you'd understand that. Eye or ear? Oh, yeah. So, I have a lazy eye. Like, real quick. C. Hi, C. Hello, friends. Welcome, Raiders. Hello. Oh, you're playing DBD? Nice. How is it going? I love you. Do y'all want some donuts or pie or some coffee or something? Let me know it sounds good. Oh, thank you for that follow, friend. Welcome in. We are doing a Twin Peaks month on this channel. I don't know if y'all have seen that, but that's the worst in that game when you don't have nice killers. I don't have my normal raid screen up because I had to reset a bunch of stuff, but thank you so much for bringing your community here. I'm Kate. I am a fat, queer, death positive variety streamer. I am just so glad you're here. I stream Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific. Mondays are Mortal Mondays, where we play games about death and talk about it. Wednesdays are just whatever we feel like. It's Twin Peaks month right now, so I've got my log. If you want, you can type ! log, get some wisdom from the log. We can get you some pie or coffee. Yeah, whatever we feel like. If you came out with the raid and see yourself, take care of yourself. Yeah, raid and lurk because get ready for bed. Exactly. So take care of yourself if you need to hop off, if you need to just lurk. please take care of yourself. Get a snack, get a beverage, go to bed, do whatever you gotta do. Thank you so much, C, for trusting me with your community. I really appreciate it. I love you, friend. We're playing a weird game. It's real weird. Yeah, let's have some coffee.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, it is?
You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. I've had, I can't tell you how many cups of coffee in my life, and this is one of the best.
Acer, that's so interesting because it's at 0. It's like, it's directly in the middle. I have a filter on it to boost the volume, so I wonder. No, Aaron, I love that. I mean, we gotta welcome the Raiders in with that. Yeah, that's so interesting. I don't know why that would be, but that's something for me to definitely investigate after stream. But thank you. I think we're almost finished with this act, so I'm gonna keep playing the game. I'm not sure why that is. Let me, real quick, I'll turn on my monitoring just so I can see. It's kind of weird because that coffee was fine. Okay. That's so strange. Okay. Yeah. Go get some rest. Good night. Thank you for letting me know about that issue. I'm gonna try to figure that out. Does it need to be more on the right? No. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Oh, weird, Casey. Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn off monitor because it's weird to hear myself in my ears and I couldn't really tell, so. Aaron or M, are y'all noticing that as well? It's so strange. I'm gonna check one more thing and then I promise. I promise. It's weird. I'm not even seeing. Huh. How weird. Properties. Did that fix it? I put it on mono. I'm gonna keep talking. Did that fix it? Okay. That's so strange. I don't think it was like that last stream. Things are getting so weird with this this update, this OBS update. Like, everybody's stuff is getting messed up. That's probably what happened, because last stream it wasn't like that, because I watched the VOD. Weird. Alright, yeah, somehow that got unchecked when I upgraded, yeah, strange. Thank you for letting me know. We fixed it. That's great news. Thank you for your help. Welcome in, Raiders. If anyone's still here. Yeah, I had the issue once before, and so I had an idea of like, okay, maybe this will fix it. So weird. Okay. Alright. So we're going to catch a ride with the ferryman, who's supposedly going to get us back up to this random address, which is the final delivery that Conway needs to make. You're welcome to wait here. I have to get back to packing. Are you going somewhere? I might. I'm feeling impulsive and I'd like to be ready. Maybe back to Mexico. It's been years. They still have one of my sculptures in a museum down there. Did you know? Big, ugly iron thing. Time to have it scrapped anyway. Safe travels. Try to stay out of the water. It's colder than it looks and deep. Aaron says gonna lurk, but hope you have a great rest of your night. Thank you, Aaron. Take care. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for lurking. Get good rest. Alright. Guess we wait for the ferryman. I'm assuming she's fully a robot, and I didn't know because it was dark outside. I thought that was my leg doing weird stuff. Okay. We're gonna wait. How long do we have to wait? Oh, who knows? Alright, what happened? What? Up to you. It's okay, you can tell them. It doesn't matter anymore. Fine. So we were in that graveyard. Wait, I don't get to know? Oh, maybe we're flashing back to it. Scene 12. Yeah, how come I don't get to know the secret? I'm the one playing the game. Okay, where the strangers come from. Okay, so it's taking us back. Okay, good. It's like, okay. Well, this can't be right. It looks like an old church. It's muddy. Yeah, that's what he said. Crystals and then mud. Okay. I want to stay outside. Okay. I'll stay with him. We can look for lizards. Okay. We'll make it quick. Interesting. Ezra's matching our movements that we did. We went all around and we read all of the gravestones. Floor. The church floor is cold metal, scuffed and flexed by unknown boot heels. Sit, I guess. I don't know what I expected. The strangers, he kept saying. Kind of vague already, isn't it? Donald's a stranger. Hell, you and I are practically strangers. Listen, earlier in the mine, I didn't want to talk about it, but what'd you find down there? When I saw Weaver, she was on TV. I was testing a pretty simple tube repair, flipping through channels to check the saturation, and she was just there. It was kind of horrible. I mean, I told you she disappeared, suddenly ran away, but we thought... You thought she was dead. Yeah, I guess I don't like to say it. Dead. And then the next time I flipped to channel 2, Weaver. It's burned in my vision now. She's standing in a room. The walls are a blank kind of gray, and there's tape on the walls, like markings and desks. A classroom, maybe? The camera's in the corner, so it's like this sort of 45-degree angle into the room, and there's Weaver right in the center of the picture. I stopped turning the dial. Hell, I think I stopped breathing. Eventually she spoke, but there was no real sound, just this awful hum. I read the closed captions. She said to go to the mine and find something there. I can't remember her exact words. Whenever I try, I get distracted, fuzzy. Shannon coughs into her sleeve. It's so dusty in here, right? Yeah, real dusty. You'd think with all these holes in the ceiling. What the hell was that? Did you hear that? Must have been the church settling. Must have... Excuse me? Imagine if this happened to you. Ah! The hell? Visitors. The stranger activates the tape player slung on his shoulder. A crackly drawl enters the room. It is patient and sounds like it should be smiling. My regrets. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long. We don't see a lot of foot traffic these days. I guess you're here about the job. I'm afraid we only have one opening at the moment. Horrible business. We're actually looking for some information about an old computer. Do you know how to get to the bureau from here? Certainly, I'll tell you everything you need to know. I've only just met you, but I feel certain there's a place for you here. I'll just take you over to meet the dispatcher, show you the trucks, get you familiarized. We can converse as we go. What is this place? Some kind of factory? Yeah, maybe, but for what? Why hidden away like this? What's that smell? Like bread? Baking bread. Please, follow me. Doolittle was like somebody that the writer in the interlude was talking about. I have to ask you to step in here a moment. This is for your safety, and adjust your outfits just a bit. There's some protective headwear up on the wall back there. Please remove your shoes and eyeglasses. We don't wear glasses, so that won't be an issue. Well, do us a favor and put on the headwear anyway, just this way. Wow, check this stuff out. It must be decades old, but it's in perfect condition. How do you think they keep it like that? Maintenance, old man. I bet it's someone's job around here. Probably hard to keep all the dust out, you know, underground. That's why I got into this business, to keep old stuff like this running. Seems like a shame, like such a shame to let it just fall into ruin, you know? Like that computer back in the cave. Xanadu. Decades of engineering, thousands of years of mathematics and philosophy, all petrified into living stone. How could you just let that fall apart? Okay, now what? More new arrivals this evening. Plenty to do. Gotta relay the formula. We actually just need to ask you about a computer. No, the orientation is all done by voice and rote. We don't believe electronics have a role in our company culture. Computers are tools. Plenty of interesting mechanical this and that ahead, though. Shall we move on? Where are we supposed to go? Over. Down here. Here's the fleet. Haha. Oh, we just use these to get around internally. What do you do here? Oh, I'm a copywriter. Text on bottles and flyers, ad copy, that sort of thing. Discerning shades and heartsick lovers have long known the taste of hard times and held it in favor over all other spirits. That was one of mine. So the trucks are just east ways and shipping. You can become acquainted with the dispatcher there. Give me a tap on the shoulder if you see something that catches your eye. Always happy to show off the facilities. Sublime machinery. So weird. Here it is. Now I have to ask, as a matter of course, what kind of experience do you have driving trucks? I drove deliveries for an antique shop until this last run. Ah, precious cargo. You'll do just fine. And you can drive safely, can't you? I haven't any doubt now. It's only after what happened with Miguel this evening. What happened with Miguel this evening? Well, the dust is still clearing, of course. Perhaps he closed his eyes a moment, or simply hit a curve too devilish. I do pity ill-fated Miguel. He was good company, and slow to anger. But if we're speaking confidentially, well, with all that lost product to be repaid, bourbon and glass stashed across the interstate, and a few casks, too, we're all just thankful he had no next of kin. So, let's see if we can ring up the dispatcher. A deep, monotonous voice drones from the dashboard speaker. 10:20 on that load, come back. Up in the Hummingbird Cave, 10:12. City Kitty. This is a good time, dispatch. We may have found Miguel's replacement. Thought you might like to get acquainted. 10:09, come again? Introduce yourself. Pleased to meet you. Tell dispatch something impressive about yourself. They're very well regarded here. I'm not really here for a job. 99 wheel holder, gotta pay the water bill. Ah, so I'm certain they'll call back before long. Let's take a look around the truck, eh? Headlights? Headlights work fine, see? That's important. Most of our product goes out at night. You never know who you run into in the daylight, and dusk can be treacherously misleading with all the indirect light. The magic hour, eh? Drivers sleep in the day, then? Sure, those that sleep. Miguel pulled extra day shifts when he could. Sometimes he'd help me, you know. Sometimes over in bottling. He shouldn't have been out driving at dusk. Weird shadows, soft light, dangerous. Conway had to get off the highway. Too loud, too murky. He turned off into some gray cornfield in Indiana. He watched traffic and birds. Seeing those migrations close up, they looked random. He thought about the load in the trailer, thousands of plastic cups. Somebody wanted those cups in Rockford that night. It was pointless. So, moving on. Control the wipers with this knob here. They seem to have a decent torque to them, eh? Can't say how they'd fare in an ice storm, but we must never delay a shipment. Better to assume the risk. Always clear skies down here. So I hear. Most of our product is delivered by surface roads, which feel rain quite often, particularly in the spring months. So I hear. They just ditched class for the day to drive in the rain. It was pointless to say. I'll review. He was a lost cause and she didn't need it anyway. She was smart, bored. It was time to cut out. Shitty day for it, though. 83 in biblical flood. They went to see a movie. It was some anonymous swashbuckler film about real men and women. Real tights, real lips, fake blood. They brought a flask. They smoked cigarettes, drank awful hooch, whistled buckets of rain. She sang about someone she wanted once to have loved. Brown hair curled around her ear. She had a voice like Scotch whiskey. It was time to go. Stiff drinks were wearing on him, and he felt a surge of dejection. He knew she'd keep singing. He thought she would sing for someone who deserved to hear it. He knew she'd find a ride, so he slipped out alone. He sat in his car and went over some options. Chicago, Toronto, Barrow. Seemed like a bold and impulsive gesture at the time. As he pulled out of the parking lot, he removed his hands from the steering wheel for a moment and felt the car drift into a decision. Years later, he'd think of it as the moment he himself started drifting. A modest technology, but suited to the job, eh? Plenty good enough. Looks like it's just about ready to go out. We have some good, strong folks in shipping here, so you'll never need to worry about loading if you don't want to. Bit hard on the knees and back at your age, eh? Of course, you'll have to unload at the destination, but that's the job, and some drivers like the extra shift stacking and loading here. Shouldn't really do any lifting these days. I see. Well, surely we can spare a dolly and a carrying strap for your health and safety. Conway woke up on baled hay. Everything was too bright. His head hurt, the usual. Lisette and Ira argued loudly just outside the open barn door. She wanted Ira to take him inside and shower, have some coffee, get to the job. Ira said there wasn't time. Conway was in no condition. It was an important job. They couldn't put it off. Ira said to let the deadbeat sleep it off and then sent him packing. He said Charlie could do the job. Conway stepped out of the barn, shielding his eyes. He tried to say something reassuring, but just sort of stumbled around it. Lisette looked away. Ira just spat and went inside to wake Charlie. Ira was a stubborn man, so Charlie went along, and Conway drifted out again, and he didn't hear about the accident until months later. Oh, sure, I know you'll want to look. Kick the tires, that's the thing we do, isn't it? So our knees could exert the kind of force these tires see out there on the road. We're more likely to hurt ourselves, isn't it the way? Tires look fine. Oh, I'm sure it wasn't the tires that failed our dear Miguel. We are quite sure. Conway sat in a dim room full of folding chairs. The walls and ceiling were painted with old smoke. Someone read from the book. He drank coffee with a little sugar. He was just waiting for it to be over. A few others shared. They spoke in abstractions like a program of action, a good orderly direction, spiritual but not religious, religious but not spiritual, all the things we tried. Then it was over. They clasped sweaty hands through a short prayer and stepped back out into the morning. He started walking. He was always walking these days. It was good to slow down. It felt clarifying, like a walking meditation. The road ran by a creek for a while. He took an unforeseen detour where the creek and road parted, following the edge of the water. He skipped a few stones alone, then stopped to consider an overturned boat. It was a kind of serenity, that wandering and looking without purpose. He was coming to rely on those moments. Now, what else can we show you? Driver, come back. Ah, there's dispatch. Now tell him about your experience. Tell him the truck's in good shape. Decades dispatch. 2 black eyes and a flock of crocodiles. Come back. Got your ears on? Good, listen to this. So, I think that went well. Let's head back up to logistics and seal the deal. I've got one more thing to show you. This is so weird. Let's head back upstairs, eh? I have one more thing to show you. Wait, we only came here looking for some answers about this stupid moldy computer. Oh, the old man in the cave with the moldy computer. That black mold is drawn to whiskey. It feeds on ethanol fumes, you see? As we age the whiskey, some of it inevitably evaporates into the air. The angels share. It goes through the vents here and out into the caves. If we can scrape up that mold, we can usually apply some pressure and cold to it, squeeze and condense the angels share back into drinkable whiskey. Every drop counts when you're making a living on the stuff, so we go down and scrape it off his equipment, just like any other place it grows. He kept sending his people here to drive us away. Paranoid, truly paranoid. Well, now we have the formula, so we don't need to go collecting mold. Since we stopped going down there, I'm sure the mold's gotten pretty thick. Try cleaning off the time and crystal. That'll get you going, I'm sure of it. So, join me upstairs? I mean, I want to go. I don't want to be here anymore. Earl. This is Earl. He used to be a beekeeper. Borrowed some used casks to store the hives, but the interest accrued more quickly than the honey. Now he works for us here in logistics. Train says, gonna head to bed, Kate, past midnight in my time zone, but thank you very much for streaming today. It was fun to watch. Thank you for being here, friend. Get some good rest and I'll see you soon. Who else do we have? Oof. If you don't mind. Here it is, a beauty, wouldn't you say? It's an antique, you know. What is it? Why, it's an adding machine. This is where we come for our daily ritual, to calculate the day's interest and repayment according to the formula. I usually do so at the beginning of my shift so I know how many hours I need in order to keep up. Yes, I believe you'll do well here, sir. Happy to have you. Congratulations, you're hired. Wait, we can't. It's customary here to start each day with a shift drink. Let's make it special. Mark the occasion. This is the top shelf stuff now, single barrel. He doesn't... Down the hatch. Vinum memoria mors. But he doesn't want to drink. Decent enough. Welcome aboard. He's not working for you. We have to get back to this art. He has a delivery to make. What's this? Not working? Are you turning down this opportunity? She's right. I have to make this, I'm disappointed. I'm afraid that leaves us with a delicate problem. As I indicated, this is the top shelf stuff you're drinking now. It isn't cheap. If it's not your first shift drink, well, and there's the matter of this tour just now. My time and experience are billed at quite a premium. This is not good for you, my friend. You're in quite deep by my back of the envelope estimations. Well, we have that in common, I suppose. All of us. Yes, I'm afraid you'll have to work this off somehow. It's just the way of it. It's happening right now. You can start tomorrow. Take the time to settle your affairs. Of course, the interest begins to compound immediately, and, well, we'll go over the formula when you get here. I should get back to work. See you tomorrow, then. Oh, no. That's terrifying. I don't like it. So, I guess I start in the morning. I guess. I'm confused. It's just the way these things go, kid. Well, that still gives us a few hours to roam, right? Where's that ferry? It's grim. Huh? A mammoth? Wow, I hate that. Oh my gosh. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, this game is wild. I'm gonna quickly find someone to raid. Thanks for joining me on this journey, friends. This is quite an interesting... Oh, wow. Alright, let's see. Who's live now? We could go see. Huh, we're gonna go see Lyrica for sure. Yeah, we're gonna go to Lyrica. Friend of the stream. Gonna mute that real quick. Alright. Lyrica's playing Unpacking, so it'll be a nice way to wind down for the evening. So we're gonna raid. Such a wild game. Yeah, thank y'all so much for being here. I will be back on a Monday with more of this, more Twin Peaks month. Yeah, this is wild. This is really cool and interesting, and I'm scared, and I don't like it, but I do. So yeah, in the meantime, please take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend. Get some good rest. And I'll see you next time. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye.